Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I'm gonna do a cushion foundation review, and this time it's the viral cushion foundation that's gone viral here on YouTube, on Facebook, and on TikTok. This is a Korean brand, and this is the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion. This is a Korean brand, but it has gone viral, and this is one of the best-selling cushion foundation in Japan. So, and also this Tirtir cushion foundation has been the #1 best-selling foundation on Amazon. So now we're gonna test this cushion foundation and do a review on this foundation. I'm gonna do a wear test on this and see how it performs on my face. As you can see, it's already on my face already, just to show you how flawless it looks on my face. And here I'm gonna do a review on this cushion foundation to see why this has gone viral and why it's been hyped up by so many people. So we're gonna test this cushion foundation to see why this has become the #1 bestseller in Amazon and the bestseller cushion foundation in Japan. So let's get started. Okay, so now let's start with the toner. I got here is the Tirtir Milk Skin Toner. A lot of you have been raving about how good this toner is. So there's actually two versions of this. One is the original version and the other is a light version. Now what I got here is the light version. Now what's the difference? You see, they say that the light version has a bit of a heavy feeling, which is more suitable for normal to dry skin, and a lot of people with oily skin didn't enjoy using the original version because it felt a little bit heavy. So Tirtir made a light version of this toner. So what I got here is the light version of the milk skin toner, and this is suitable for oily to combination skin, and this is much lighter than the original version. And so let's start with this. According to the bottle of the toner, it says here that after cleansing, apply an appropriate amount on the face in the direction of skin texture. So let's start with using a cotton pad. Now when I open this bottle, take a look at this. It has some kind of seal. So let's try to remove this. Okay, now that the seal has been removed, let's apply the toner with a cotton pad. Okay, here's a cotton pad, and let's see. Seems that not much product comes out. I'm trying to get everything out. Okay, it says here that apply on the face in the direction of skin texture. So let's start with the nose. Okay, that was the first layer of the toner. It feels light on the face. Doesn't feel sticky at all. And it feels refreshing on the skin, which is nice. Let's see if I can apply a second layer of this toner, and this time I'll apply it at the palm of my hand. Okay, now that the toner has fully absorbed in my skin, I just applied the second layer, and I gotta say it does feel moisturizing on the skin, and it feels hydrating, which is good, and it felt really lightweight, doesn't feel heavy at all. So now I can see why they made a lighter version, just for people with oily and combination skin will not feel any heavy texture. A lot of people say that the original version has the same formulation as the Laneige Cream Skin. I tried the Laneige Cream Skin toner, and it felt heavy on the face, and it was really oily for my oily skin. So I never liked the formulation of the Laneige Cream Skin. but this one is a lighter version of the original Tirtir Milk Skin Toner. So I think this is very suitable for I'm pretty sure this is suitable for all skin types if you wanted a very lightweight version of this toner. It feels really refreshing on the skin. I like this toner. Next, let's move on to another product that I'm trying to review. It is from the brand, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's from the brand Skin1004 or Skin1004, and this has gone viral. This is their Madagascar Centella Hyalu-Cica Water Fit Sun Serum with SPF 50 plus PA plus 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 plus. A lot of people have tried this, that it felt so lightweight, that it is so lightweight and refreshing on the skin, and it is so hydrating. So many use this as a substitute for a moisturizer, especially for people with oily and combination skin. Of course, they say that this sun serum is suitable for all skin types. So let's try this. What's so great about this is, take a look at it. It has a pump for a sun serum. It has a nice packaging that has a pump, so I like that. With this I can control the amount I want. So now let's see. Okay, these are the amount I got. It does have a serum texture on it, which is why it's called sun serum. Not like the typical sun cream that I usually apply. Not the typical sun cream that I usually use. Okay, now that I'm done applying the Skin1004 or Skin1004, the sun serum has absorbed on my face, and it feels really lightweight on the skin. Yes, it's definitely hydrating, and yeah, it's definitely suitable for all skin types like me with oily skin. And I can use this as a moisturizer at the same time as a sun protection moisturizer. When I'm in a hurry, I could just use this as a moisturizer alone, because it feels moisturizing and hydrating on the face, and it's very lightweight. So now I'll have to wait for the sun serum to fully absorb, and then I'll proceed with the cushion foundation review. Okay, next is we're gonna do a review on this viral cushion. Now this is the viral cushion foundation. This cushion foundation has gone viral throughout the internet. It has gone viral on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Facebook. Now this is the brand called Tirtir, and what I got here is the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion. Now Tirtir is a Korean brand, and this is one of the best-selling cushion foundation in Japan. And now that they're selling a lot of shades, this cushion foundation is now the number one best-selling foundation in Amazon. And for this brand Tirtir, when it was sold in Korea, it only has 3 shades, and then early this year they launched a total of 9 shades, which is great for many with different skin tones. And now this month of May, they just released a total of 20 shades. Wow, that's a lot of shades for a Korean cushion foundation. What's really great about that is that many people around the world were able to get to try a cushion foundation where they can easily find their perfect shade. And I got mine in the shade 25N Mocha. I'm just gonna let you know that for this review, this is not a first impression review, because before I ordered this cushion foundation, I ordered this from their official from Tirtir's official shop at Shopee, and before I purchased this cushion foundation, they sell a samples of their foundation, like this for example. I get to order all shades of their Tirtir cushion foundation, but only a total of 9 shades at that time. And thanks to their samples, people can get to try which shade matches them perfectly. So I tried swatches on my face, and at first I tried 27N Camel on my face, and it was a shade darker than my face. Usually shade number 27 matches my skin, but for Tirtir's shade number 27 is a shade darker than my skin. So then I tried 25N Mocha, and when I tried it on my face, it was a good match. So which is why, because I found, and I even tried the shade 24N Latte, and the shade was a shade lighter than my face, and even after it oxidized, it's still lighter for my face. So that's why I just purchased the shade 25N thanks to the samples that I got here. This is what I got in the shade 25N. So for this review, this is not gonna be a first impression review, but I'm still gonna do a review on this video just so you guys will see how it performs on me. So let's get started. Now here's the compact. It's really bigger than my usual cushion foundation. See that? It's really big. It even reaches the palm of my hand. It's bigger than my typical cushion foundations, and surprisingly, it has a total of 18 grams. This cushion has more products than your typical cushion foundation, because most cushion foundations I have are usually less than 15 grams, but this has more than, it has 18 grams. And so let's open this. When you open this, see, it has a large mirror, and its cushion puff here is also same as the design as this cushion compact. It's shaped like an egg. It doesn't really fit all 3 fingers. You can only fit 2, but on the third, it's really tight. So this is all I can do. It doesn't really fit all 3. So now let's open this. As you can see, the seal is still here. I wanted to open the seal with you guys, so let's open the seal. See how satisfying it is to remove the seal whenever you purchase a new cushion. And there you go. Here's the product inside. Now let's start applying this. Now I've seen a lot of people who review this cushion foundation on YouTube and on Facebook, but a lot of these people are doing it wrong. The way they apply the cushion foundation, a lot of them are doing it wrong. They just dab directly and then apply directly into the face, and a lot of them have complained that it was too heavy for them. A lot of them say that it was cakey on them, especially in their under eyes, that it creases and it felt heavy on them, and that's because they applied the cushion wrong. So here in this video, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to apply a cushion foundation. Now I learned this technique back in 2021. At that time it was the pandemic, and with this technique, not only that it will help apply a thin layer, so a thin layer of the cushion foundation. This way it doesn't feel heavy on the face, and when you do this technique, there's less smearing and smudging on mask. So it doesn't. So with this, it has less transfer. It will have this technique. It will help the cushion foundation. It will help the cushion foundation with less transfer. So here it is. I'm gonna dab my here. All 3 fingers are all 3 of my fingers are in the cushion puff, and so let's dab. Just a light press. So like this. and the product has come out. Here's the product. Now do not apply directly onto your face because that's a no-no, and if you apply it directly it will feel heavy because this cushion foundation goes a long way. When I first tried it with the sample, it felt just a little amount and it was really thick and heavy, so you really need to apply a small amount because you really need to apply a little amount because a little goes a long way, guys. So this is what you'll do after you pick up the product from the puff. You dab the excess foundation at the palette. Here in this palette, you dab the excess foundation on this palette like this. See? And now there's less product on the cushion puff. So this is how you do. You dab each part of your face like this. Here in the nose, in the chin, now each part of my face. Now let me blend the cushion foundation on this side. If you want to apply it on the nose area, you tip your fingers like this and then dab it like this. See that it blends well. And if you wanted to pick up more product, just go back to the palette and then apply apply it to the area you need coverage. Okay, this is the cushion foundation on one side of my face. I know that the shade is a little light for me. Yes, I picked the shade 25N because it is a little light for me, and because this cushion foundation oxidized, which is a lot of people complain that it oxidized, but here's my tip. If the shade oxidized, it's best that you purchase a shade lighter than your skin, and then when you apply a thin layer, it doesn't oxidize much. So this is how it looks on my face. So now I'm gonna apply the cushion foundation on the rest of my face. Now same technique, just dab a little. And then put the excess foundation on the palette. Then blend. Okay, this is one layer on my face. All you need is one layer of this cushion foundation, and as you can see, it covered a lot of my blemishes and dark spots. So if you wanted to add more coverage, you can just use the excess foundation and then apply areas that you need coverage. With this cushion, with this cushion, I don't think I need a concealer for this. So I can just use the same product to cover my dark circles and dark spots and blemishes. So you pick up more products from the palette and then dab under your eyes. This is how you spot conceal. You use the tip of your index finger and then dab on it, and then dab on areas that you wanted to cover. Okay, now that I covered everything I need to cover, now let's just wait for this cushion to set. Okay, now that the cushion foundation has dried up, and this is how it looks. As you can see, the cushion has dried up and it looks dewy. and it gives a nice glow. It has a nice glow finish, as you can see. With the help of the Tirtir milk toner and the Skin1004 Sun Serum, if you have a well hydrated skin, it will give a glass skin effect. It gives a glass skin look. See that? See that glow? Thanks to the skincare that I applied before the cushion foundation, and together with the cushion has a dewy finish. This is a glass skin look effect. Now, here's another technique that I'm gonna show you is for the cushion to adhere well to the skin. You have to pat with a cushion puff. Now, here's what I do. There's some excess foundation still left on the cushion puff. So here's what I do. I grab a tissue, pat it, remove the excess foundation from the cushion puff. Remove it until the cushion puff is clean. Okay, now that it's clean, this is what I do. Pat on the whole areas of your face. Make sure that the cushion foundation adheres well to your skin, like this. Press gently. Especially here in my chin, usually foundations fade on my chin. Okay, now that the cushion foundation has adhered well to your skin thanks to patting with the cushion puff, this technique helps the cushion foundation from transfer and smudging. Okay. With this technique, this helps prevent the cushion foundation from smudging and transferring. Here, so now I'm gonna do a transfer test. See, I got here is a clean tissue, and here I'll show you that there's not much transfer with this cushion. See that? There's not much transfer there. So let's try it here at the forehead. As you can see, there's not much transfer. See? Like I said, this cushion doesn't really transfer much, and with this technique also, by patting with the cushion puff again, it prevents it from transfer and smudging. Now I'm gonna do a wear test on this cushion foundation, just so you can see the performance of this cushion foundation on my face. I'm not gonna set this with powder, and I didn't use any primer, just the Tirtir milk skin toner and the Skin1004 Sun Serum. So I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, this is the condition of my skin. My face is a little bit oily, and it's not too oily, just some shine and just some oil on my T-zone. So I'm gonna blot my face. Okay, this is how the foundation looks after removing the oil. Looks fresh. I'll get back to you later. Hello guys. Okay, here's my update on my review for the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. Now, I've been wearing this cushion for about 12 hours already, and here's my thoughts about this cushion. The cushion actually lasts really long, and there's not much fading. Even here at my chin area, if I could just look at it closely. If I look at closely, there's no patchy or separation. There's no separating on my chin area. A lot of foundations usually separates and fades on my chin area here, especially here around, mostly around my mouth area. But with this cushion, it doesn't fade. And this morning, I've been sweating a lot while I was on my way to work. And now I just got home. I'm all sweaty, and you can see that I'm sweating, and the cushion foundation has not faded. This cushion foundation is definitely sweat proof. And also, I've been wearing this cushion for about 12 hours already, and I gotta say that the shade is a good match. And like I said, because I bought a shade a little lighter, this shade 25N Mocha is a little lighter than my skin color at first application, and because that this cushion is known to oxidize, it oxidizes a little because I apply a thin layer of this foundation, and if I apply a thin layer of foundation, it doesn't oxidize much, and that's why this shade is a perfect match. Now, here is one of the downside that I just wanted to share with you. As I did a video a while ago that I was removing the oils on my face because my face got oily, and like I said, for this cushion foundation's wear test, I didn't use any primer and I didn't use any powder, and just so I can just test the performance of this cushion foundation. And it doesn't really help in using this cushion foundation alone. It doesn't really help in controlling oils on my face, but my face isn't really that oily. Mostly the oily parts is just normally my T-zones. So I did a video a while ago that I wipe off the oils on my face using a tissue, and that's when after I remove all the oils on my face, the cushion foundation on my face looks fresh. And here's one thing I noticed. Let me explain to you the downside of this cushion. A lot of people who try this cushion foundation, many of them complain how the foundation oxidized. Well, here is what they mean by when this cushion oxidized, because mostly they say that the color of the foundation looks orange on them. Well, here, I don't know if you can notice it, but I don't know if you can see it here. Let me try to film the cheek here in my cheek areas to see a better close-up. Okay, as you can see, on my whole face, it is a good match. It is a good color match. But here in my cheek area, I don't know if you can tell, but you can definitely tell that my cheek area looks orange. It's peachy and looks orange in here. And this is what many have said, that it looks orange in them. And that's when I found out that this cushion foundation oxidized and it looks orange. If you apply a thick amount of foundation, the cushion foundation looks orange on me. Now that you guys can see that here in my cheek area, the cushion looks orange on me, because this is what I did. I test the cushion foundation just to see if I can do a retouch, and I applied a thick layer of the cushion foundation. But instead of trying to pat the excess, this is what I did. I just took a little amount and I just directly applied it. I did not pat it on the cushion palette. I just take a small amount and then apply a thick layer just to see if I can do a retouch and cover my dark spot areas. And the result, because I applied a thick layer of cushion foundation, it oxidized and it looks orange on my cheek while the rest of my face doesn't look orange. This is why it's really important to always, when you take a small amount of this cushion, always remember to pat the excess foundation here at the palette, because if you apply a thin layer of this cushion foundation, it will not look orange. It doesn't look like there's not much oxidation. So keep that in mind when you use this cushion foundation. Always apply a thin layer of this cushion, just so that it will not look orange on your face, and there's little oxidation. So when you purchase this cushion, always buy a shade a little lighter than your skin color, and then apply a thin layer of this. And then if you apply a thin layer, it will not, there's less oxidation, and you can always build up areas that you want to cover. What I did this morning, if I wanted to build still, I took a small amount, put the excess foundation, and then I layer areas that I want to add coverage. So this is what I did. Take a small amount of the cushion, pat the excess foundation, and then layer on areas that you wanted to add coverage. So keep that in mind. Always apply a thin layer. Make sure to pat the excess foundation at the palette. If you do that, there is less oxidation on this cushion. So that's it for my first day of review for the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. I'm gonna do a wear test again. This time I'm gonna use with primer and powder. And to be honest, I've never tried this cushion with primer and powder. So tomorrow I'm gonna do a wear test, this time with primer and powder, to see how the cushion foundation performs. So I'll see you guys later. Hello guys. Okay, today is the second day for me of reviewing the viral Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. And this time I'm gonna do another wear test, and this time I'm gonna use with primer and powder. So let's get started. Okay, so the primer I'm gonna use is, again, my usual favorite primer, which is the MAC Studio Fix Mattifying Primer. So this is the primer I'm gonna use when using the Tirtir Red Cushion. This is a matte primer. It always helps mattify my skin. It helps control the oils on my face, which I love. This is what I love about this primer. It doesn't make my face oily. It helps control oil, and it also helps keeping the foundation in place, but not all. Okay, now that I applied primer, let's now proceed with applying the cushion foundation. I'm gonna apply the cushion as usual. The way I usually apply a cushion is always apply a thin layer. Here we go. Just a little, just a light dab. And tap the excess foundation. This will help avoid oxidation. Not much. It's slightly oxidized with this, but if you apply a thin layer, it will slightly oxidize.
Got me
Okay, now that the cushion foundation has dried up, I'm gonna set my face with powder, and the powder I'm gonna be using is from Makeup Forever. This is their Ultra HD setting powder, and I'm in the shade 3.0 Banana. So I'll set my face with powder.
Wanna taste the clouds, dance with them, take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed.
Okay, now that I'm done applying powder, I'm gonna do another wear test of this cushion foundation now that it's set now that I use with primer and setting powder. So I'm gonna do another wear test with this cushion foundation to see if the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation is suitable with other products like with primer and powder. I forgot to tell you that before I applied my makeup, I still use the same skincare that I reviewed on the first day. I used the Tirtir Milk Skin Toner, the light version, and I moisturize and protect my skin with the Skin1004 Madagascar Centella Sun Serum. So these are the skincare products I used before I did my makeup. So I'll see you guys later.
It's a golden baby, get me high, touching me like lightning, keeping it exciting. You know exactly what to do to blow my mind. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this.
Okay, last and final update on reviewing the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. Now, I've been wearing this cushion foundation for about 11 hours already, and this time I do a wear test of this cushion together with primer and powder. And again, the primer that I use is the MAC Studio Fix Mattifying Primer, and the powder that I use is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Setting Powder. Now, here's my review on this cushion together with primer and powder. I have to say that when applying powder, it actually it gives a blurring effect on the skin, and there's not much visible the pores don't look that visible. It gives a blurring effect, and it gives a nice blurring effect when you set the cushion with powder, and it really lasts throughout the day, I would say. And here's the best part. Since I use this with the mattifying primer and set it with setting powder, I can see that throughout the day, after 8 hours since I applied the cushion together with primer and powder, I can see that my face isn't that oily. Yes, together with the mattifying primer and setting powder, it helps control the oils on my face. So right now it's been 11 hours and the whole day I have not blocked. Right now it's been 11 hours and now my T-zone, just my T-zone looks oily and shiny. But the rest, it's not really that oily. And right now I'm kind of sweating because I just walked from work. I went home walking from work. And I've sweat a lot, but even when I sweat a lot, the cushion does not fade. The cushion foundation does not fade. So this cushion is definitely sweat proof. And because with the help of primer and powder, this helps improve the performance of the cushion, but there's some downside of this when using this cushion foundation. Now here's the downside of this cushion foundation when used with primer and powder. Compared when I use this cushion foundation alone, for me, I think it performs better when using the cushion foundation alone, because when I use this with primer, I think it has something to do with the primer, and I don't know if you can tell, but if you look up closely here in my chin area, there is just slight separation. I don't know why there's separating, but when I use this cushion foundation alone, there's no separation in my mouth chin area, as I said on my first day review. But now that I use it with primer and powder, I noticed that there is just some slight separating here in my chin area. That's one of the downside. So I don't know if this cushion is compatible with the primer that I'm using, but that's how I noticed, because if I use this cushion alone, just with skincare and this cushion foundation alone, there is no separating here in my chin area. And now here's another thing I noticed. If you look at it, my face looks a little more yellow. It's not orange. It has nothing to do with oxidation. My face, if you notice that, compare with my neck and my face, it looks more yellow. And I don't know, it doesn't have to do with the cushion foundation, and it didn't oxidize. There's slight oxidation when after applying this cushion, of course, but not much, and it didn't make the shade look orange or peachy. It has nothing to do. I noticed that it looks more yellow compared yesterday because of the powder that I use. Now here's the powder. Now the powder I use is Makeup Forever Ultra HD Setting Powder. I got here in the shade 3.0 Banana, and because this has a banana shade, it gives of course the banana shade is more of a yellow colored powder, and because of that, I think maybe the shade banana, because of the banana colored powder, I think that's the culprit on why the shade of the cushion foundation looks more yellow compared yesterday. So keep that in mind, and lesson learned here. So if I have to set this cushion with powder, I will have to use a translucent shade. So instead of using a colored powder, you should definitely use a translucent shade. So this banana shade powder is not compatible with this cushion, especially with this shade. So I'm gonna try a different powder. I'm gonna use a translucent shade of powder when using this cushion if I want to set this. For my reviews on skincare, my review here on the Tirtir Milk Skin Toner, I would say this is a good toner. I used this last night also before bedtime, and then I used it again this morning. It really helps hydrate my skin, so I can say that this is definitely a good milk toner for you to try. So I can see why a lot of people have been raving about this toner. I'd say it's a good toner. It really helps moisturize your skin, and it has good hydration. And I don't think this toner's gonna make you feel oily. For people with oily skin, I highly recommend this toner. So you should definitely try this. Next is the Skin1004 Madagascar Centella Water Fit Sun Serum. The Sun Serum is definitely lived up with its hype. Now I can see why a lot of people were hyped about this Sun Serum, because it felt so hydrating and so refreshing. I highly recommend this Sun Serum. It's definitely lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy compared to other sunscreen. I would say go for this Sun Serum if you wanted a very lightweight feeling of a sun serum. Because this is a serum type, it doesn't feel heavy on the face, so it doesn't have that rich creamy texture. And because it has a serum texture, it really absorbs well to your skin. So I definitely recommend this to oily and combination skin. And I'm pretty sure that even people with normal to dry skin will definitely love this, because it felt so moisturizing and hydrating. Together with this toner and sun serum, these two will be just enough for you to do your skincare, especially when you're in a hurry. So when you're in a hurry and wanted to apply skincare, just apply the toner and then apply sun serum, and then you're ready to go. And then after you do your skincare with just these two products, you can proceed with wearing the Tirtir cushion, and then you're good to go. So not only that you only applied minimal products, you're able to save enough money with just only 2 skincare products and 1 makeup product. So I highly recommend these 3 products. If you want these 3 products are your best way for a go. These are the best products that I recommend for you as your go-to skincare and makeup products. So this is my review on the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion, and I can see why a lot of people are hyped about this, because after trying this cushion, I understand why this cushion foundation lived up to its hype. So this is a really good cushion, and I can see why many people really love this, and I understand why it has gone viral, and that's the reason. And I understand why this is the #1 best-selling cushion foundation in Japan, and also the #1 best-selling foundation in Amazon. So I highly recommend this cushion. Go check it out. You can purchase this on Shopee and also on Amazon, and it has complete shades. For now, as of recording this day, the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion has a total of 20 shades as of now. And soon, next month, this coming June, they will now release 10 more shades. So that will be a total of 30 shades. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are really excited that Tirtir has finally going to launch 30 shades this month of June. Wow, that is a lot of shades for a Korean brand for a cushion foundation. So that's it for my review for this Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion. I hope you get to try this, so go grab one. So I hope this review helped convince you to try this cushion, so go for it. So I hope you guys enjoy my review on the Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment down below if there's any product that you want me to review, and hit that notification button if you wanted to see more of my other upcoming videos. So I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.